Okay. We should be back up now. Well, that was annoying. I have no idea why it suddenly just stopped. Let me get my stream here going. Yep, we're back up. I have no idea what happened. That was weird. It just suddenly was reporting no upload. Just 0 KB per second. And I'm like, okay, I'm checking like my upload speed is normal. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. It did that the other day too. That is not good. I wonder if that's a Streamlabs problem. I don't know. Let me check something. I would imagine it was all of it, but I'm going to check. No, we don't want to watch. Oh, shit. Shut up. Let's see when it died here. Oh, for fuck's sake. What is wrong with this thing? Okay. Let's see the last few seconds. Wow, their player sucks. Kick is kind of shit, isn't it? Play the goddamn, you fucker. Well, this is no help. Okay, fine. Just shy of 245. Let's see what Twitch says. Why did they make this so much more painful? Hold on. Aha. 240. 5 minutes shorter. I think it was Twitch. I should have checked on Kick to see if it was still going. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Anyway, we should be back up now. I would tell you to refresh, but if you can hear me saying that, you probably already did. Passage begins to rise. You must be nearing the mountainside, well nigh to the side of the tower. Hold a moment. There's a crack in the wall of the tower, and the tunnel runs right to it. Gwendolyn, we don't have time for a crack addiction. It's not undefended. Speak on, my old friend that we've never heard of before. What defends this entrance? Trolls? Nothing so corporeal. Fuck. It's a shade of no little power. Sauron charged it with the defense of the wall until the masonry could be repaired. Oh man, I thought he was about to say the ghost was in charge of the masonry. It is called Zag-Hyrog. Can I turn back now? We must defeat the shade. I'm gonna hit it with my sword. I'm sure that'll work. Sauron must not think we would dare this passage. Yeah, that sounds like Sauron, just assuming we aren't going to do something. Did I just hit for 70,000? Oh, I have 10 times outgoing damage, and I'm only taking 5% of damage right now. All that just because I am around these elves. Yeah, I am hitting a little harder than usual. Just a casual 60k on my opener. That's a defensive move, too. I did not believe it. But the rumors are true. Invaders in the tunnel. Yeah, you look like a bad creepy pasta. Shouldn't you be chasing Godzilla around or something? Farewell, Zegharog. He seriously waved. Toodles, bitch. We are within the walls of Barad-dûr. Where are all the other elves? Listen to me very carefully. I had a stair spirals to the upper chambers of the tower where the Vasendar, or the Vandasar, awaits me. That is our destination, but we will be exposed on the stairs, and I fear the hateful eyes that may watch our ascent. This I suggest that you go first. No, do not protest. I do not jest. I wish for you to climb first, so I may cover your ascent with my bow. I will slay any foes that think to threaten you from afar. Then the rest of us will follow. I'm the fucking decoy. These elfy motherfuckers are seriously using me as a decoy. Okay, it's not me. It's this person that Elendil or Isildur says I remind them of. Fear not, Melon. Great. This is bullshit. I feel like I should be fighting a dark elf on these stairs. Man, they could at least put arrows in them as they fall over. Come on. Oh wait, keep climbing? Keep climbing. How did you get up here? I'll think no worse of you if you choose to turn back. No, you wish to stay? You're truly one of us. I do love the idea of this small group of elves, like the best of the best, just coming in here and... Oh, no. That's a fucking problem. No, I'm gonna stroll up here like I own the place. What's up? Are foolish indeed to challenge the will of Sauron. Glorfindel can probably take these guys. Give strength to his foolish courage. Why are they all jumping? A Glanithrim will defy you. You know, elves should count for the prophecy. They're not men. He should have a little fear. For a time, perhaps. I don't remember when that prophecy was made. Maybe it hasn't even happened yet. We cannot stay here, though it grieves me deeply to leave my friends to their doom. What? Dude, we can so take them. We can absolutely take them. They don't even have that much health. Our goal lies above. Lendolin must reach the Vandasar. Lendolin, it's time. Good luck, fuckers. Enjoy fighting the fucking 9. Jesus. It's like all of them, too. Now it's fucking Sauron. Damn. You come on, I invited you to the Tower of Sauron. How did you gain entrance to my sanctum? Zaharag. He will be punished. First, let's see who possesses such boldness. Well, I guess Lendolin is not Sauron, then. We're not in Gil-galad, but I do know you, Elf Lord. I think Lord Findle might actually be stronger than Gil-galad. Your king sent you here to die? RP walk. That is to be my doom. I will accept it. Who are these others? Flower girl from the slums. Lab rat dog. They choose death. I can grant it. Yeah, I bet you can't. Wow, Sauron is now a quest NPC. That's great. Actually, let's get a good look at him, man. We never see Sauron, like, in person. Damn, he looks kind of fucking sick. Like, in some ways, he's basic. Like, does he have the ring on? Yeah, he's got the ring on. We're fucked. We are fucked. Oh man, that's actually a really awesome detail. The arm where he has the ring on is like just, I mean, it almost looks like Shadow and Flame. It's fucking awesome. That's actually a really good design. I don't think I've ever seen a design of this. This might be wholly original. I'm curious now. Have we ever seen his bare arm? I don't think so. I'm wondering if this was inspired by something. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. This might be wholly original to LotRO. This is pretty cool. And of course, they're showing like the fair form and all that, but yeah, from what I can tell, we've never seen this kind of depiction. That's fucking cool. Because it's coming right from the ring. I really like that Sauron is just letting me, like, Run around him in a circle, like, like, ooh, that's cool. It's such a good fucking touch. I like it. I like it. At first I was kind of like, he looks a little haggard, right? I have to wonder if we didn't, like, catch him, like, you know, not quite ready. Like, you know, would he normally put on, like, gauntlets and stuff? Your people believe they are strong, gathered beneath their banners and behind their kings. For how long has this great alliance lasted? No more than a handful of years. It needs but one hammer stroke, well aimed, and it will crumble into dust. So it always is with men. I have called into being a storm, and it is on its way. Your alliance will be swept away by the wrath of it. As for the third member of this foolish band... What? What is the meaning of this guise you wear? I knew he... Okay, I knew he wasn't what he appeared. Who is he? You're no elf. Oh, dread sets in as he says that. Did you think you could work your evil unopposed? That means... Sauron, face me. This is what happens when a taunt doesn't work. Oh, no, it did work. Oh, shit! They're Dragon Ball Z in it! What? Should I be doing something? It's done. The power of the Vandasar is broken. If you do not escape in time, you will fail the quest. Well, Lendolin is down. We cannot stay here. Follow me. What? Are we just... Okay, we're just abandoning Lendolin. Oh, all the elves are done. Do not stop for any reason. Yeah, I don't intend to. Excuse me. Pardon me, 9. Excuse me. Friends, I am sorry. I will admit, I'm having trouble imagining Glorfindel just running the fuck away. Where's Lendolin? You didn't know. He went down. You said not to stop. Thought he was right behind us, but it's not so. Lendolin, forgive me, my friend. Alas, that we must bring word of both your triumph and your loss of the Great Alliance. By your hand, the Vandasar is broken, and Sauron's control over the Gazab Baran must begin to wane. And you should celebrate with us, but it is not to be. Quickly, there's no time to spare. Okay, I do appreciate that it's Glorfindel telling the story. Suddenly calling into question. So hold on, let me get this straight. You and Sauron did a little Goku Vegeta power struggle, huh? That happened? Okay. Starting to think Glorfindel's full of shit. Remember little of our last desperate flight down the stairs and through the tunnel of Howroth. When we returned to the relative safety of Adambel, we were greeted by more sorrow than we brought with us. Men spoke in hushed tones of the last ride of noble Anarion, son of their high king, slain on the field before the Dark Tower. It was a great stone cast from the heights that laid him low and ended his life, but I will never forget that it was his riding that granted us access to Howroth and enabled Lendolin to break Sauron's hold upon the Vandasar. For so it was, without the power of the Oathstone, the Gazab Baran splintered. No longer unified, the Storm of Wrath dissipated, falling apart into its component tribes. The Easterlings fled, no longer dominated by Sauron's will, and they turned instead for their own lands. Their appetite for conquering was sated, and it would be many years before their return. Even so, Middle-earth has never seen so great a horde as the Gazab Baran in all the time since, and we have Lendolin to thank for that. Become very quiet, Gandalf. Is everything alright? I do not know. Something speaks to me from the distant past. Well, that'd be Glorfindel. He is from the distant past. Your story is not ended, Glorfindel. I would hear the end of it. Are you certain? Why would you not? Lendolin was not slain, though he remained behind. Sauron brought him to the dungeons of Barad-dûr. I've been there. There he was tortured, tormented by the Dark Lord. The experience was cruel. Finally, he succumbed to death. Death. Sauron said that Lendolin was not of your people. Sauron spoke true. Lendolin was no elf, and that was not his true name. Aha. He had been sent to Middle-earth by the Valar in the guise of my people. Okay. So he's basically a Maiar. He was to combat the evils of Sauron, and this he did. Cloud flare outages, really? Huh. Many years later, in this third age of Middle-earth, they sent him back. Wait, what? Gave him a new name and new form. They also gave him this kindness. They removed all memory of his life as Lendolin. It's not the Weeping Warrior, is it? That would be impossible. No, they sent him back and he would be purified. Is it supposed to be Gandalf? The Veil of the Valar abates. Holy shit, really? Is that what we're doing? Now we're fully in fanfiction mode. I have walked this Middle-earth for the long years of this third age, sent by the powers to oppose Sauron. But this was not the first time the Valar sent me hither, though they hid the truth of it from my memory's sight. For what purpose? It is true, I remember the bright company, not only from the tales of Glorfindel, but as if I were there. For so I was in a different form. I know the torments Lendolin suffered within the dungeons of Barad-dûr, for it was I who suffered them. And though Sauron be gone from the memory of those days... Though Sauron be gone, the memory of those days fills me with a terror I thought never to know. But this cut is the worst. I have known these elf lords for so long, and the secret they kept from me. Why? Why keep this truth from me, Glorfindel? Have I not been a friend to you, no matter the name I wore? You knew me first as a Loren, now you know me as Gandalf or Mithrandir. Why would you keep the knowledge of Lendolin from me? No, I'm not angry. Perhaps it was a kindness to keep this from you. Let's say... we say the private encounter will shut down in 0 minutes. I know he had to be someone unusual, but that's weird. When was this content made? This is still... This is still the Black Book of Mordor, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Whoops. Hey, look, Res Beat metaphor. I should get back to that game someday. I'll remember none of it. Update 21. Thanks. That doesn't tell me shit. Mordor was released in 2017. Really? Okay. Although Black Book of Mordor was a story arc that concluded with the Minas Morgul expansion. I don't think we're to that part yet. So between 2017 and 2019. Okay. Interesting. This is definitely the most out there LotRO has gone with their story. So the thing that gets my attention here is that Rings of Power is set before the stuff they're telling stories about. And it's clear that Rings of Power will culminate in the Siege of Barad-dûr and all that. And they've been introducing Gandalf as well. Though he's not called that yet.
And so it is done.
I beheld Aloran in a new guise in the Third Age. I knew him to be Lendilin and come again. Yet he knew nothing of his former life and remembered nothing of the trials he endured within Barad-dûr. I could think of one reason only for that. The Valar had kept the memory of that experience from him as a mercy and a kindness. For if he remembered the cruel tortures he suffered at the hands of Sauron, how could he oppose the Dark Lord and his return, knowing the extent of Sauron's malice? Now this is interesting. Because as out there as this is, this kind of works in the framing of the novels. Because Gandalf always, like, they actually did say that, like, the wizards that were sent, Gandalf was actually scared of Sauron. And they never really explained why. Like, I think at the time it was mostly alluded just that Gandalf was, like, kind of, you know, less than all of them. And he only grew while he was doing stuff. Well, if we go with this, he probably actually has, like, an innate fear of him knowing this horrible death that he had. Damn. But we chose not to speak of Lendilin or his sad fate within the Dark Tower during those final days of the Second Age. I did not wish to inflict this harm upon Aloran, Mithrandir, or Gandalf. And for that I beg his forgiveness. Lendilin was my eldest advisor, my dearest friend, and I failed him. I thought it best to leave his memory behind, just like I left him behind. No, he didn't say that. For if that was the purpose of the Valar, I would not wish to do otherwise. They actually threw me for a loop on this one. I didn't expect this. All that was kept from me has been restored, and I do not begrudge you for keeping secret that which the Valar hid from me. Indeed, in this knowledge I find reassurance, for I see now that my reluctance to oppose Sauron directly was born from Lendilin's sad fate. Yeah, okay. So that's exactly what I was just saying. That Gandalf did not actually want to go against Sauron because he was scared of him. And is it not true that Frodo's quest proved successful, and the Ring and the Dark Lord both defeated in one stroke? Indirect opposition found success where direct opposition could not, and in that, I may say, the Bright Company came at last to have its greatest triumph. But I remember now, that which I did not before, I know the end of the tale.
While Sauron tormented Lendilin within Barad-dûr, his enemies were not idle.
A trap was decided upon, a trap with which to ensnare Sauron and draw him forth from this tower. Lady Galadriel had remained at Minas Ithil after she and Lord Celeborn drove the Nazgul from the valley. Now she sent her thought to Lendilin, and she spoke directly through Sauron's prisoner to the Dark Lord. One broke the gates of Ithil, Lendalin said, his last breaths upon him, and Sauron laughed, for he had the mastery. Choose under the ramparts of Morannon, Lendalin continued, and doubt began to gnaw at the Dark Lord. He had long feared the Elven Rings, and in his secret heart he dreaded to think they could be used against him. But 3, Lendalin said as the last of his strength departed, the power of the 3 wielded together shall cast you down at last. And so Lendalin perished, and his final words remained hidden to me for this past age. But now I know what they wrought, for it was by this message that the deceiver was himself deceived. Sauron climbed to the pinnacle of Barad-dûr, and looking from that vast height, he beheld a shining figure ascending the slopes of Mount Doom. Fear seized him, and he imagined that Gil-galad possessed all 3 elven rings and would use them together to destroy him. For the 3 were hidden from his sight, but he thought he could sense that they had been united at last. Cloak of many dooms, huh? Me?
The Dark Lord unleashed the last of his armies in a final bid to destroy his enemies.
I was with my king on this day. I know what then befell. The Dark Lord opened his gates and emptied Barad-dûr, unleashing the last of his armies in a final bid to destroy those who besieged him. On the slopes of Mount Doom, he brandished his black mace, Mordagnir, wading through friend and foe alike, until at last he faced the High Kings of the Alliance. The One Ring shone on his finger, and he sent forth his evil thought, seeking to dominate Gil-galad's mind when he donned the 3. But he did not see it. Gil-galad threw back his head and laughed at Sauron. The Dark Lord was filled with rage. The rings of my people may be together, my liege declared, but they are far from here, far from you. And Sauron knew he had been deceived, lured from the safety of his tower, and he knew his peril. But above all else, he desired to inflict anguish upon those arrayed before him. He sent his will into the One Ring, and his foes were held fast by its spell. Sauron fell upon them in deadly combat, and great gouts of ash and flame roared from the peak of Mount Doom. I stood on the slope, too far to aid my king, but near enough to feel the terrible heat of that battle. Even now I can feel it, and I know the pain of that day anew. Is this an upgrade? Hell yeah, that's an upgrade. Oh shit, we're getting this, huh?
That day, as battle raged upon Gorgoroth, the fates of many were decided. Gil-galad and Elendil challenged the Dark Lord. And he answered with a power none could resist.
God damn.
The enemy toyed with his foes. The kings of elves and men struck. It was their greatest deed. And their last.
This is the most cinematic cutscene we've had in a long time. Damn, just punch the guy. Oh, punch Elendil, not the guy. That's fucking Elendil.
Payment for so many losses. And Weirgild for his father's death. Isildur claimed his prize. The ruling ring.
Why am I looking away from everyone?
Sauron was defeated, but at great cost.
Elves and men wept for their lost kings, and for the like of Gil-galad and Elendil would never come again. But there was joy too, for the war was ended and none could see the sorrows of the age to come. The ring should have been destroyed on that day, but it was not. Isildur took the ring as payment for the death of his father and the travails of his people, an heirloom of his house and a record of their triumph over evil. Several kindreds that composed the alliance returned to their homelands, nursing their grief and holding dear the memory of their triumph. We believed Sauron was gone forever, and it was not so.
My memory is less certain of the years following the defeat of Sauron.
Golthava's enchantment still enwreathes my mind, and I find it difficult to clearly recall the events that transpired. There were 2 years of peace, that I know. During those years, the kingdom of Gondor was restored to order. Vows were taken before the Oathstones, and a tomb made for my father at Amon Anwar. It was to be a hallowed place. At last it was time for me to take up my father's place on the high throne in the north. My queen and my youngest son waited for me in Rivendell, where they marked the time during the war, so I chose not to sail. With a company of knights, my sons, and the heirlooms of my house, I rode north to my death, and the death of my sons. We were all of us betrayed. You have agreed to help me avenge this treachery, but I do not see the face of my betrayer and cannot remember what befell. In my mind's eye, I see only a chamber with a white stone beneath a rotating beacon. All is hazy, as if I look from a great distance. I do not know what this vision signifies. Golthava's enchantment releases its grip on my mind, but slowly, and leaves only mystery in its wake.
Yes, my friend. I know what chamber Isildur describes.
Many pieces fall now into place for me as Lendalin. I knew many things and saw much. It is as if a room that was sealed to me has been flung open, and while the pain is unwelcome, the knowledge is not. I deem it a worthy trade, though Glorfindel regrets the necessity. This I believe. It was known to Sauron's servants that Isildur perished in the Gladden fields. They scoured the swamplands here in search of the ring, but found it not. In time, his bones were recovered and borne away to places of great evil, perhaps to the very houses of lamentation. It is said to lie hidden somewhere within Mordor. What unholy rites were performed with his remains? I hazard no guess, but in time perhaps even the servants of Sauron tired of this villainy, and his bones were brought to some chamber where they in time were forgotten. The white stone Isildur describes must be the Vandasar of Duath, which stood in Minas Ithil until the forces of Sauron captured that city during the Second Age. It was moved to Barad-dûr at the direction of the Witch King, hauled on a great wagon pulled by hill trolls into Gorgoroth. It was in the Dark Tower that the Bright Company broke the spells upon it. After the war, the Alliance razed Barad-dûr to its foundation. The Vandasar must have been returned to Minas Ithil. So that explains the white stone, but what of the rotating beacon? There's a beacon of some note in that city, kept in an upper chamber atop Barad-curan, the Tower of the Crescent Moon. Seems to me the bones of Isildur came to lie within the tower. If the shade is to find rest, these bones must be recovered. But let us not dwell upon that task. We've been some time away from the Bjorning lands, and Grimbjorn may worry at our absence. Yeah, we have been out here for, like, even in the context of this, we've been standing on this hill for days. Like, I'm coming out of the instance at night, day, everything in between. We should return to him and assure him that we still have need of his hospitality. I desire to return to my study of the Black Book of Mordor, for I see now some things I long held to be certain that perhaps were not so. Jesus Christ, can you frame that better? And I wonder at some avenues of learning I might have dismissed too readily. Alright, well, Shade of Isildur, have a good one. Nice chatting with you, buddy. Never mind the fact that, like, somehow being told a story, I came out of it with, like, new gear. like I'm just casually wearing this, you know, this chest plate that... Actually, no. I'm only cosmetically wearing it. I will say that was a crazy zone to include in this. Like, I know they have to get creative, especially after the War of the Ring is over. But holy shit. A full instance just set during the siege of Barad-dûr. That's kind of nuts. Oh yeah, I might be able to finally smelt all the ore that I've got. Don't remember them having quests. They new?
The mountains
No,
belong
no, they're
to
not.
us,
Oh, they're repeatable
not
ones,
to
probably.
those foul goblins.
I actually don't remember for sure if there was crafting here. There's a Forge Master, but that's for legendaries. Not usable. This is bullshit. Don't remember if the Bjornings had one or not. They might.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
Bjorning house? There we go. I think they have a shit, they may not. Workbench, farmland, oven. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that is not a forge. He's gotta be so sick of us.
So, the wizard and the elves have not gone.
And here I had hoped that you might have been gone. Taking wizard and elves with you. It's a pleasant thought, but now it's dashed.
If they remain, you must still perform the chores I ask of you.
Great. Firewood, orcs, wargs. Okay. We can do that. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be getting into ESO again, what, probably next week? Yeah, I think it's the 18th. Hold on. Is that like a Tuesday? Oh my god, what is all this crap? Dude, I just want to look at the fucking calendar. That's a Wednesday. That's a weird day for that to drop. I think they said it was 18th. But, yeah, ESO is apparently changing up how they do content drops, so I will probably be checking that out. And then in a month, we've got Neverwinter Nights 2. It's finally getting a proper remaster. So, that's what I've got on my list. But I've never actually finished Neverwinter Nights 2. I got far in it, but I never actually finished it. So I think I might finally have to solve that problem. Because I've been told that Mask of the Betrayer, the first expansion for it, is amazing. So. And it's a direct continuation of the original plot. The original vanilla story. So. That should prove to be pretty good. Like, I've heard a lot of hyperbole about it being, like, one of the best DLCs ever and all this, and I'm like, really? Like, Neverwinter Nights 2 is cool, but, like, the original campaign isn't that great. Got some good characters, though. Oh, the first Neverwinter Nights had great DLC. Both of them. Actually, they had a third one, didn't they? The third one was pretty good, too. But Shadows of Undrentide, holy shit, that one was great. And then Hordes of the Underdark, also great. So, did I go too far? No. I kind of like that they've got you just cruising around in the green areas after being in Mordor so much. But yeah, Neverwinter Nights 2 had one of their DLCs was actually a very open-ended, freewheeling, like, 4-character adventure. That one was pretty cool. But Mask of the Betrayer is apparently, like, people just say it's amazing. Like, it's worth playing through the entirety of Neverwinter Nights 2 just to get to it. Yeah, the way they depict the hells was pretty good. Okay, gotta find some orcs. It's funny because Neverwinter, the MMO, that's the modern one, not the AOL one, had Undermountain as an adventuring area. And all I could think of the entire time was Hordes of the Underdark. It also cracks me up that that was Hordes of the Underdark, yet it starts with Undermountain, ends with the Hells. Like, the Underdark was kind of just the middle, and it was probably the least that you spent your time in any one setting. Supposed to be orcs out here. There we go. Wait, what? I can't perform mounted combat. Shit. Oh, I'm too close to Bjorning House. That's what it is. I need 4 orcs? Well, there's 5. Yeah, all the good loot's in hell. I do get the feeling that Baldur's Gate 3 wanted to have like a hell section other than just the House of Hope. I really get the feeling that Baldur's Gate 3 wanted to do a lot of things. And they very quickly realized, shit, we are overextended as it is. Really should give that another run sometime. Yeah, I still haven't played Planescape. I don't even remember, is it voiced? Because if it's voiced, that makes it pretty streamable. But I don't think it is. Even for me, that would be a lot of reading. It is voiced? Like, fully? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, there is voice acting, but probably not fully. Do I have that? I'm sure I do. It's just a question of where do I have it. While reading for non-voice parts? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, there it is. We got it. Yeah, it's only 1.65 gigs, so there's no way it's fully voiced. It's also just a strange game. But hey, it has Sigil. That's awesome. Sigil is one of those weird concepts. And anytime you hear that a tabletop game is going to have Sigil in it, you're like, oh no. So are you sure you don't want to just do, Spelljammer instead?
Yes, very good, fine.
Done the chores I asked you to undertake and earned the wizard and the elves a few more days of hospitality. Something else, however, it is not a matter of real concern, but I find I have not heard from the elves at the forest gate in some time. Oh no. Wonder if it signaled some trouble for my folk. If it does, I would have this problem resolved early rather than late. Go to the forest gate and make certain the elves have things well in hand. If they don't, be sure to tell them so. I mean, as long as it's satisfying, you know? Because I've heard it's almost more of an adventure game than a normal RPG. The problem is, I just don't like real-time with pause. Really don't. Speaking of... Shit, that's another thing that's on the horizon, isn't it? Hold on. Do we know anything about when this is coming? Because Pillars of Eternity is finally getting turn-based combat in the first game. Which means I will finally be able to play through those comfortably because, oh my god. Real-time with pause is just such a fucking mess. Yeah, I know, exactly. Like, I played a good chunk of it in real time with pause, and it was fun. I like the setting. It's why I took a crack at Avowed, because I was like, I at least kind of know it. I only have the first game on here. The other one's on Game Pass, but I'll probably snag it on Steam too. But I mean, like, the setting for Pillars of Eternity is awesome. And they also have some really cool ideas. Like how you have your standard hit points, and then you have vitality points, and they're different. Basically, you have a ton of vitality points, and what they are, they're like a bank of hit points. So every time you get out of a fight, you heal to full, but it takes it from your vitality points. So you don't have to sit there and heal everybody up after every fight, but you only have so many of those before you can't heal anymore. At least not naturally. So, like, you actually do have to go and rest eventually, but you're not resting after, like, every fight, like, say, in, well, Neverwinter Nights. Because, you know, I've got Neverwinter Nights too, but you can tell just from the fact that it's written like this on Steam. Oh, dear. It's still going to be fugly even in the remaster, but it'll be all right. I really wish I knew when this was coming. I don't think they're saying when it's coming. I think it was supposed to be like sometime in the summer, which, hey, it was 90 degrees today. Where's that patch? Actually. Hey, gimme. The approximate date was announced, was it? Later this year. Oh. That could mean anything. But yeah, the problem is the turn base is not great in Deadfire. It's done much better in Pathfinder. Which again, Pathfinder did not natively have it. That was added in later.
It's a bright day in the Vales.
Nice. Actually, I gotta check in on can't even remember the name of the game now. Hold on. Shadows of Doubt. I need to check in on that and see what they've added. Few survival crafters, no tree punching. Yeah. See, I've actually been... I started touching Conan Exiles again, just in my off time. Because I saw people playing Dune, and I'm like, well, that looks unfinished and overpriced. I got dead shit. Dead orc storage. Turns out that's the middle of the road.
A raiding party of orcs sought to leave the forest. You can see what happened to them.
Curious for orcs that challenge us on the road. Do they not know our quivers held their doom? They did seem driven by some desperate haste. Search the bodies and you may learn what caused them to dare the gate. So wait, are we going back to the forest again? I honestly have no idea where this main plot is going. Yeah, it's very similar to Conan Exiles. Very, very similar. I mean, there's no dicks, I don't think, but I could be wrong. But you are sucking dudes. There's a lot of dudes sucking in that. Gotta get their moisture one way or another. Which one is this? Oh, this is one of the ones I canceled, isn't it? Yeah, I canceled that one because it was taking up space. I mean, yeah, I was a fan of Half-Life. Like, honestly, the stuff you said sounds pretty decent. Like, I don't know. I have a weird relationship with crafting games. I don't mind gathering and stuff. I do mind when it feels like you're just jumping through hoops. Where it's like, okay, I went and gathered all this stuff. I should be able to make something. You go and it's like, oh, you can't make anything. Why not? Oh, you need this obscure shit. Oh. And then it just becomes this combination of inventory space, traveling to the resources you need, weight capacity because you can't carry it all, have to bring it back to your base one way or another. It's just all the shit I hate in video games coming together. And it's not there at the start.
Their need must have been...
But it gets worse as it goes on.
And they paid dearly for it.
Say they searched the bodies of 4 orcs? That's peculiar. By my bow, I swear the raiding party consisted of not 4, but 5. Can it be that one of them slipped through the forest gate? Search to the south of the Bjorning lands for our missing orc. I'm going to charge directly at it. See, funny enough, that one, like, MMO crafting game was kind of good. Was it Once Alive? Something like that? I forget what the fuck it was. I played it on here. No. No, I don't remember what the fuck it was called. Made a big splash for a little bit, but the servers killed it for me. Because it was like, okay, cool, you know, I built some stuff, and it's like, oh, I'm on this server. Why are servers still a thing? Like, why can I not just go to any server and have my shit there? Once human, that was it. Wasn't anything to do with alive. Like, I had a really good amount of fun with that the first day. And then just never again. I know some people were, like, sticking with it from season after season. I played that shit in July of last year. Go figure. Bug fixes. Permanent scenario servers. Yeah, so it looks like, they've got, like, different servers with different stuff. That's interesting. Way of Winter? I have no idea. They don't look like very regular updates, though. Oh, wait, no, I'm misreading this. May had a whole bunch. Yeah, it's still doing stuff. It was a fun little game. I didn't mind it. But they just don't keep my attention. They never do. Like, I really wanted to stick to No Man's Sky, and even it just, no. And No Man's Sky has so much stuff to do. Like, you can just jump in a spaceship and fly off, you know, and say, fuck it. Found what you sent us in search of, Ugrikar. But my boys need a big reward if you think we're giving it to you. There were elves crawling all over that ruin, and we barely escaped with our lives. We had to take the long way and ran into some trouble with her minions. They were going our way, and none of the boys wanted to chance it. We're going to try the elf gate next. Well, we found the opening spell, or part of it. The False Girth won't remain closed to you any longer. How badly do you want it? Maybe me and the boys will bring these words to Gothmog. He'd find them interesting, wouldn't he? My wager he'd be quite generous. You promise a reward, double it, and he'll never see this opening spell. I'm sure you'll make the right decision, boss. Damn, tried to blackmail their superior. Good elf. It's a linear game with a static environment and story. I mean, anything to make it different, you know? It's like, at this point, we've seen enough Tree Punchers, we know the deal. And if you like those kinds of games, you probably have one that you play. Like, having yet another one launch isn't going to draw anyone in. Except for people that are just there for the new shit, and then, you know, they're gone, like, in a week anyway. Oh shit, we're going to Bjorning House with it, okay. Hitting a server farm with a pipe wrench is more fun than hitting a tree. Yeah, it could be. See, my whole thing, I want there to be ways around the grind. Like, oh, what's that? You don't want to go and get upgrades? Would you rather fight and get stuff instead? Like, one of the crucial mods on Conan that I have to have, and I mean I have to have it, is that enemies actually drop gear that they have equipped. Because for some insane reason, enemies will be wearing like all this armor, have all these weapons and stuff. You go and kill them, and none of it's on their body when you loot them. And it's like, sorry, this is supposed to be a survival game in the middle of a wasteland. Like, you should be scavenging everything that your enemies have. Why? Like, I mean, I get from a gameplay perspective why they do it. But, yeah. Yeah, see, reverse engineering stuff, like breaking down components from enemies, to me, that's so much more interesting. That's way better.
Oh, you have returned. What is it?
Pouch girth. Nope, never heard of it. That's not important right now. It probably is. Pocket items, which I can't use because I've got the Stone of the Tortoise, which is turning off my XP. Fuck. I will take the Might and Vitality one.
I suspected there was something I missed in the Black Book. And I was right.
Not place my finger on it, but something stirred within the recesses of my mind, and I found a new avenue of study worth following.
I have made a worrisome discovery.
Oh boy.
Listen now to my words and the words of Voin.
Huh. This is weird. By earlier study of the Black Book, we learned of Voin's encounter with Magoldir, the elf in the Grey Mountains. Unremarkable, perhaps, and yet we marked it for an air of mystery surrounds this tome. Yeah, see, recycling things is good, being able to break things down and getting stuff back for it. One of the reasons why in ESO I actually maxed out most crafting is because as you're getting loot, you can just break it down for materials and get experience that way, and that works so much better for me than hitting nodes. From the Shade of Isildur, we learned somewhat of Magoldir the Elf. A few of his deeds seemed notable. It is no slight to him, merely the truth that his most significant achievement appears to be his survival. Nearly 2,000 years passed before his name surfaced anywhere, and that in the Black Book. What then of Magoldir's inclusion? Why did Voin see fit to write of this elf? Must return in these halls of memory to Voin's account of the Grey Mountains. Is that where we are? The halls of memory? I guess it's better than the halls of medicine. Those are some weird fucking commercials. Whoa, this is kind of trippy. I think my character took drugs while Gandalf is reading from this book. What has Voin to say about this meeting? Listen well. Old strangers, who goes there and for what purpose? It is a dwarf. Called Magoldir. My boon companions and I mean you no harm. You're an elf. That is true. The mountains are no place for an elf. I think that is less true, Master Dwarf. We go where evil lurks and oppose it. Magoldir did not adventure alone. I learned the identities of the others in his band. Consider them now, and I will share with you what I've learned. They were knights of Gondor, adventuring far from home in the years after the Battle of Fornos. They sought out pockets of Angmarim resistance in the mountains and ended their threat. These were their names. Orlang. Macilnus. Or Makilnus, probably. Calator. And Silmatar. Alright. This guy's gonna be like the Knights of Ren, where they don't do shit. Know these names, as do I. Do I? Know the name of he to whom they pledge their loyalty. Do I? Irnor. Do I know him? Or he became King of Gondor and he was its prince. Well, his father Irnor ruled from Minas Anor. He did the bidding of Gondor in the north. Irnor fought at Fornos with his knights, and it was there that they met Magoldir. 20 years after the Battle of Fornos, they sought to end the threat of Angmar forever. This brought them to the Great Mountains, where they met Voin of the Zelruka. With deception, Voin masked the name, but it is of Irnor he writes. Very same Irnor who would become Mordireth, the false king of Angmar. Oh, okay, got it. Now I kind of remember them. The same Irnor who commanded the armies of Mordor in the guise of Gothmog. Y'all have to check it out. I think I saw someone playing it. I did at least see it somewhere. Yeah, no commentary uploaders. It's great. The troubles of still makes his presence felt even in this tome from 1,000 years ago. Should have known. Should have read the signs.
Gothmog has been responsible for much sorrow in each of his guises.
Seems true that his fate is interwoven with yours, for even the tale of Voin is not free of his corruptive touch. Though it be written almost 1,000 years ago, Gothmog has been a long simmering font of evil. He can no longer remain unchallenged. It is time to at last put an end to him. These past few years revealed to us that which we did not know. King Irnor was not slain when he rode to Minas Morgul to confront the Witch King. He was instead transformed into Mordireth, a thrall of the Lord of the Nazgul. It was by Mordireth's hand that the shadow fell upon Angmar, but he was opposed by Golodir the Ranger and Narmaleth of Linden, to say nothing of a certain guardian of my acquaintance. Mordireth's designs were broken, but his spirit persevered, and he was given a new guise and a new task. He would command Sauron's armies in war, second only to his old master, the Witch King of Angmar. But the Witch King was slain at Pelennor, as few only might have dared hope. And Gothmog's confidence in his own invulnerability was shaken. He fled the field, escaping to Imlad Morgul, and sealing the roads in or out of that vale. While Sauron thrived, the free peoples of Middle-earth had worries enough to occupy their attention, and Gothmog could be set aside. But now a new fear presents itself to me. Gothmog has had time now to lick his wounds and search the valley for artifacts that might reverse his fortunes. What terrible sorceries might he have discovered?
King Elisar has charged Prince Faramir with cleansing the evils from Imlad Morgul.
Oh, Faramir, cool. Find his men at Fennis-Gost, the dread door at the western bounds of Gorgoroth, and aid them with their mission. They will not be able to stand alone against Gothmog, but your help may tip the balance in their favor. Remember, my friend, Minas Morgul was once the Tower of Minas Ithil. A jewel of Gondorian art and culture. But it has spent long centuries corrupted by the Nazgul and Sauron's other terrible servants. None can say what dangers you will find within, but I trust that any woman has the courage to face them. You do. And just like that, we are back to Mordor. It was a nice vacation, though. Now, where do they actually put us here? Oh. Gotcha.
We have need of strong allies.
Oh no, this system is back. I've gotten rid of all my light though. Oh, that's right. They added a thing where your level just gives light now. So I'm actually good. Be careful, friend. We are hard pressed here, and attacks can come at any time without warning. It was Prince Faramir's command that we force open the dread door, and we paid dearly for it. Many of my brethren did not survive the initial attack, but now we hold it against whatever evils try to retake it. We established a camp to the west of here. You may find the prince there. Great.
We are Gondor's eyes and Gondor's sword.
Hey, nothing to see you again. This main story quest has been insane with where you go. I heard that urgent matters took you away from the conquest of Gorgoroth and far to the north. Well, much has transpired while you were gone. Masters of Mordor have turned their attention upon the dead city. I know not why, but their power has grown, and whatever reasons they have for coming to Minas Morgul must be fell purposes indeed. We have come to stop them before they achieve whatever they seek to achieve. We found Faramir in good health, commanding the ranges of Ithilien. They entered the Morgul Vale, and it is their design to cleanse the city of evil and reclaim it for King Elisar, or Elessar. Faramir established an encampment, Akkad Uial? Uial? I guess that's Uial. Nearer to the city. If you should travel there, they will be glad to have you raid. Alright. Not going to get into this tonight, but I can at least get to the camp. At least we have trees. It could be a lot worse. It has been a lot worse. That's a new one.
So much did we love the moonrise there, that when first I heard that Isildur had bidden a city built therein, I grieved that the Vale had been sullied.
Okay, I'm on the right road. This is the right way. There we go. Yeah, demos are always nice. Hey, it's Damrod. Damrod was one of the rangers that, very, very briefly detained Frodo and Sam. It would make sense that he's here. Because he worked for Faramir. Yeah, $10? Yeah, that's a little different. Some bounties. I'm intentionally not turning these in because I want to be fresh when I actually get back to this. But yeah, this game continues to just be... This game for me, has, for the last almost 20 years now, has just been this never-ending source of, like, casual MMO questing. Like, there's just always more. And, like, the fact that they just keep coming out with content, man, damn. It's cool that we're back with the Rangers, though. These guys are always good. Take a quick look over here. Yep, doesn't look like anyone's on. No, well, guess I won't raid anyone. Oh yeah, I did want to check one thing before I got out of here. I assume they've got a trailer or something for it. Do we actually have... It's a minute and a half launch trailer. Abiotic factor is 35. Damn. It'll go on sale. That stuff always goes on sale. I'll keep an eye out for it. Is there an actual launch trailer? So they are doing something with ESO where they're finally moving the vanilla story forward after all these years.
Your soul shall be mine.
Which, it's about fucking time. But I'm just wondering what this is actually going to be. Wait, new content available now? I thought it was coming out soon. Oh, well, maybe I'll jump into this sooner than I thought. This is telling me nothing.
Destroy these interlopers.
Wow, for a launch trailer, this sucks.
They started this war. We'll finish it.
Damn, I was kind of hoping they were, you know, gonna show a little more. They keep cutting as if they're showing something, but they're not. Whatever. I don't even think I finished the last expansion, did I? Okay, I tapped out in the middle of it. So, what is this shit? Dungeon pack, new zone and story. That's neat. Okay, that... Oh, PC, that's out. It's consoles that it comes out on the 18th. Shit, this has been out the whole time. So there's a dungeon pack. There's another dungeon pack coming out. Okay, whatever. Writhing Wall event. World-changing in-game event. This is the one. So at the end of this year... they're doing something to actually change like the base game. They really need to market this better. Somehow, Manamarco is returned. Damn, I would play it if it wasn't $40 per DLC. Yeah. Don't do that. It's mid, no good gear, not worth it. Yeah, I'll probably just wait and just ESO plus it. That's a shame. What else? Whoa, shit. Do they actually have like a video on this? We do. Another one that's just like a minute.
You are already defeated.
This is just the intro, isn't it?
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter.
So I gotta say, it doesn't look that much better. But this isn't about the graphics on this.
They call you the Shard Bearer, a piece of Gith's blade within you,
Wow, they're just spoiling that, huh?
who can help us defeating the King of Shadows.
Bring in the accused.
Yeah, it's not a pretty game.
Really think you could keep such relics of my people?
The Steam Workshop has me excited on this, too.
None shall stand against us. You cannot stop me.
Because Neverwinter Nights 2 is pretty feature complete as far as, like, the D&D rules go. Like, this release was really good. It's just, like, they stopped patching it, and man, it fell behind bad. Like, it does like, the original version does not run right. Fuck, what else was it that was coming out? There was something else I was looking for. Nope, can't think of it. Can't think of it. But yeah. Stuff coming out. As always. Always glad to see it. Anyway, I need to get out of here. I gotta get ready for work. Abiotic Factor. Hang on, before I do that, I need to look at this. I think I've seen this. Is this a game I saw?
I have observed gate employees passing into the portal. None have returned, so they must be happy there.
Figured we'd try our hand down here, but look at this place. A damn war zone. It's high time we figure.
It definitely has a feel to it. Wow, there is definitely a Half-Life 1 feel going on there. This is not the game I saw. This is, or at least it's not the one I was thinking of.
Anyone would think that you do this for a job. Take care. I would not want you to expire soon.
It does look. Oh wow, that actually looked quite a bit like Zen. Interesting. Overwhelmingly positive, huh? There's gotta be something to it. Yeah. Okay. That is not the game that I thought it was, and I don't. Now I can't even think of what it was I was thinking about. I thought it was that. Man, people are just raving about it in the reviews. It is not procedurally generated. Interesting. So I guess that's what you mean by like the linear fashion of it. It's something different. Something different. All right. Anyway, I'm putting it off long enough. I need to get out of here. I'm going to try and be around this weekend. Depends on the weather, kind of. If there's storms and stuff, I'm not going to be on, but I think they downgraded us to rain, so who knows? I might be around. But in any case, that's it for me tonight. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you when I see you.
I knew that in order to win her love, I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends. Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
I'm a drunk. I don't know nothing about how I do anything.